I'm actually really surprised he's in here. He's been really grumpy with me lately because he's on a new set of steroids to help with his allergy problems.
Oh.
Your cat?
My cat, yeah. So he's been grumpy,
Oh
but he's
no.
been the last few days. I think he just wants to shit on my blanket.
Fun.
So I got this new thing called a wallflower from Bath and Body Works
What is
because they were
it?
having it's basically like a scent plug-in thing,
Oh, okay.
like you know the Febreze thing where you like plug it into your outlet. So like, and I got this scent called peppermint brownie, and every time I walk into my room, it smells like chocolate, and I love it.
Oh
Yay.
god, it sounds so good. I have to go food shopping.
I need to do that too.
I did get some candles though. Holly sent me a lemon mint candle that like I fucking love. It's crack. And then I also have a pumpkin wood wick, so whenever I burn them both at the same time, my house smells like a pie.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Let me refresh that. No, don't play audio. No, I want to open this so I can see the chat. Thank you very much.
Yes, we are streaming. Just so I don't have that mistake from last time. And hopefully my computer doesn't fucking crash like the last time I streamed. I was very sad about that.
Oh no!
Because I was playing Hollow Knight and I was fine. I wasn't even playing that long. And then my computer literally crashed and I was like having a mini panic attack. Because I'm sitting here like, you're plugged in, your fan's on. What? Ah! Because it wouldn't turn back on. It, like, my computer had to like fully cool down. And I'm sitting here like, you were lasting through streams of Dishonored just fine. But Hollow Knight's what kills you, okay.
Sometimes you just need a nap.
What is your computer?
A Toshiba Cosmio, and it's 5 years old, so I need to update.
I mean, I can help you build a PC. I built mine.
Thank you. I already have some friends working on it for me, though, because I have to figure out what I can get for my setup, because my dream is to be like my bitch Pastel and have 3 monitors and my tablet and just a beast of a tower. Because right now, my like workspace is just wire hell.
I'm in the process of being able to get 4 monitors. I just gotta get the second graphics card I need.
Nice.
Which
I guess someone's eating.
Oh,
130.
yeah, no, that's me. I've got a large fry from McDonald's. I'm sorry,
Oh,
I've barely
yum.
had anything to eat all day. Except like a
No, that's
8-piece
fine.
cheesy tot.
A single cheesy tot.
No, an
Oh.
8-piece cheesy tot.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
I mean,
I guess I can let you guys know. So the rewards for this month for the ACOs, I'm going with a Hughember theme since it's Hughember and I'm trash. So you guys are gonna have color-coded ACOs.
I noticed that you did Reverence in blue, and I was very happy.
I did. Well, because I was like, I could do her in gray, but then I'm like, but that's not the color wheel. Oh.
Well, you happened to do it in theme with Rena Ray and Lucius too, since Reverence is. I was just like, "Aw, she remembered." Either that, or it's a weird coincidence.
No, I did. No, I did remember that, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I have any light enough blues, and I did. That's why I made Masuda's green, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for the others yet. But blue and green, at least the light ones are taken, so I have other shades.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Just do whatever.
Yes.
Computer, no!
Oh, okay.
Me.
Big blue. Mega
I
blue.
gave you life. You will obey me.
Hello.
What was that about helping me make a tower now? Sorry, I'm being an asshole. I'm being an asshole.
No, Armani. I love
This is
you.
why. This is why we throw money at you, Mitchie, to be an asshole. What are you talking about?
No, I only have 1 stick of RAM in here, and it doesn't like it.
What do you mean you only have one stick of RAM? What?
There's only one stick of RAM!
I don't know what that means!
Oh my
There's
god!
only one storage stick?
This is what.
No!
What kind of way computers do y'all have?
What's a RAM?
I know what RAM. I know what RAM is. I have like 18 RAM, but I don't know what a stick of RAM is. It just sounds like
a stick of RAM is a section of your RAM. I have 8 gigabytes of RAM.
Why can't we have 8 gigs?
Oh, because I only got one. Hold on.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just wondering.
So one stick is 8 gigabytes?
Hold on. I will.
And I'm just sitting here silently drawing a new, because I got myself a new.
Position.
You got to make. You got to make your own.
I did.
The lights are blinding.
I love my new.
It's already dark here.
Oh, okay, cool. You have one of those towers.
It's only 6 p.m.
It's 3 p.m. for me.
Yeah, but it's already dark here and it's 6.
Well, it's,
okay.
It's
Yeah,
fall,
it just got
though.
dark here and it's 6 here too.
It's midday for me.
You see the fan in this computer?
Yeah.
You see the line thing next to it?
There are many
Yeah.
lines things next to it, but yes.
Yeah, that's a stick of RAM in there.
Oh,
Okay.
good to know.
I only have
Oh.
one. I need more. 8 gigabytes is not enough.
Hi, Armani.
Hello.
Wait, so Sky, are you working on your Mew too, or are you gonna commission someone to make your Mew?
I already have 4 news. I think I'm good enough for the moment.
Okay. So
That
Armani,
is-
I mean, fuck Armani. God damn it, Rosie. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
What kind of Mew are you gonna get? Because I know you're working on yours.
I'm gonna get one with like just pawed feet and make her into like a cat girl kind of new.
That's so cute. I love the themed ones.
Yes.
She's so fluffy already.
That's good. Good fluff. Much wow.
Yeah, I got
All the fluff.
3 news already, and I've got another one
On
that
the
was
way.
already being worked on before the make your own started.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's
call me an
That's good.
elitist, I guess, but I typically only buy other official or guest designed species from closed species. I mean, sometimes I like looking at MYOs and being like, oh, that's a really cool design, but like, personally for myself, I'm like, I don't want to make my own.
Hello? Did I fix it?
You can talk. Yes, I hear you.
Okay, I broke my mic for a second.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's the same with people who like don't want to buy adoptables. There's some people who are just like, I think it's stupid. And I'm like, okay, you have a right to be wrong, but you're valid to your opinion. I'm not gonna be an asshole. I can think you're wrong, but I'm not gonna be like, hey, you fucker, you're wrong.
Yeah, no, it's like, you can't force someone to buy something that they don't want.
Okay, so like I read this on Twitter the other day, and made me really fucking pissed. So I saw this person make a post about how, and they didn't out the artist, which shows how good a character they are, because they could have easily outed the artist, but they didn't. And they were saying how like they were super excited to see that an artist they commissioned was streaming commissions.
Oh, I saw that tweet.
And she was really excited, and while they were working on hers, the artist was openly mocking and making fun of the design.
Oh no.
Like while she was working on it. And I'm sitting here like, what a dick!
Jesus.
Like, I'm not gonna
be
lie.
fair-
I'm not gonna lie. I have had some not so fun commissions in the past. But I never, like, straight up told the commissioner, like, hey, this design, it's bland as dirt. Like, that's really rude.
It's rude.
To be fair, I know several artists who will do that while they stream, and I'm like, at the very least, do that in like a private call.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have to bitch about it, like, not on a live stream, not with people who can be listening.
I don't know. I feel like some artists make such poor business decisions. Like artists constantly forget that they're technically running a brand and a business, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, some people are not smart, alright?
Oh no, it's very, very true. It's why, like, I noticed too, it's really funny. I don't know, I've noticed this more and more since the drama that happened to me recently. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but you guys know. So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, shit. There are so many artists I follow that I followed for years. I have no idea what their personality is like. Like that reality hit me after all this happened. I'm like, I have been following you since I was in middle school. I have no idea what kind of person you're like.
Yep.
I don't know. For me,
I
it was a weird realization. I was like, whoa, that's weird.
I guess there's a difference between you know, being like professional on the internet and being completely and utterly just a bland person, not afraid to tiptoe out of the proverbial box.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a professional and a robot.
Exactly.
Yes. People are constantly getting the two mixed up and conflated, and when people are like, "Oh, I don't want to lie about myself on the internet. I want to be like a genuine person with my business." I'm like, "Okay, that doesn't mean you have to be a dick."
It's very true. See, that's one thing I try telling people is because people get on my case. They're like, "Well, you know, you seem like such a nice person. Why do you curse so much?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know, but thank you? Question mark."
Well, that's just because I don't fucking care.
That's a loaded compliment.
I know, and I'm just like, okay, I guess.
I don't really think cursing like means anything other than the fact that you curse a lot. It doesn't necessarily mean anything to your character, I think.
I do admit, I curse a lot. I will say this, but I think it's like, I don't know. I curse a lot, and then there's people who curse to be gross. Like, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no.
Like,
you do it in a way
like,
that's still
the
fairly
cursing.
Yeah, like a freaking Rob Zombie movie.
And also you know when to not curse, which I think is important too.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very flattered. Because I had people, when they found out that I was a teacher's aide, they're like, "You were a teacher's aide?" I'm like, I behave and be civilized in front of students. But when I'm alone,
I don't know why this is so hard for people to understand that you can, you know, control things when you want to.
It's because it's the internet. A lot of people don't.
Like, just in general. I don't know why this is such a hard concept to understand. Like, people aren't, like, one-sided. And I don't mean that in, like, a two-faced Gemini kind of way.
No, I didn't take it that way at all.
No, I mean, I mean, like, you can adapt to certain situations. That's, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, what was I gonna say? Fuck, who was I talking to? So I was talking to somebody about this earlier, and then my thought's gone. God damn it. Oh, okay, no, I remember. This isn't what I want to talk about, but can you guys believe that Nevada elected a dead pimp?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Wait, what? Hold on now, what?
This is what I'm talking about when I say not everyone should vote. Nevada elected by 70% a dead pimp because his name was still on the ballot. And he's been dead for a while. You can Google this. This happened. He won a 70% vote, a dead pimp.
This is why I just want to move to the UK just to get out of here.
Why was his name still on the ballot is my question.
Oh, I see you in the chat now.
What?
I have a friend. Their name is Kraft, and I see him in the chat now.
Okay. Hi, Kraft person. Don't know who you are, but hi.
I love when I can see friends in the chat. I don't have chat pulled up right now though, because right now I need to work.
I love seeing Armani all the time.
It's okay. I was gonna try to like draw while I was chatting, but then I'm like, but then people can't see you guys, and so I'm like, I'll just wait. The fuck, dead? What? Yeah, look it up. Look it up. Nevada elects a dead pimp. This really fucking happened.
I mean, if nothing else, I'd be willing to do like a call and work and like. You know what we need to do? We need to do like a party where we all get together and work on the shit we need to work on, and still talk to each other, but also still be like, hey, keep on working. I see you over there.
That would be good.
I see you over there scrolling through Tumblr.
The downside with Google Hangouts is every time someone talks, it bounces to their thing, or you lock it on somebody. So like, everyone would be seeing 1,000 screens at like one time.
Yeah, I prefer Picarto and Discord for that sort of thing.
That is the one thing that makes me sad. I just want a multi-stream, and I'm like, did you look up the dead pimp? I heard someone laughing.
No, it's something else.
Oh, okay.
It's Onision stuff.
You watch
Onision?
Onision?
Ah, onion boy.
No, it's just he's doing something stupid again, so it's funny.
What's he doing? What's he
I
doing? Please,
love-
please share.
God, he's
So-
real.
So basically, he like saying he's gay now, cause his spouse has shorter hair than him, and it's a big thing.
Wait, he's gay? What?
I don't know.
He's
saying
probably just saying it to get a rise. Not gonna lie, he's done it before.
Oh my
I'm
God,
gonna
this
post
is
some stuff in the
real.
thing.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, this is the same guy who moved to a state where the legal age of consent is 16. Like, there's no real, escape from his gross.
How the
Yeah.
hell is that
I
real?
think I used to watch him.
He's made several. He's made
Wait,
several
which one?
like
Wait,
joke
which-
videos.
Wait, which one? The moving to have sex with 16-year-olds? The dead pimp? Sky, I'm very confused.
The dead pig.
You looked it up? See, I told you!
Why?
Welcome to America! We elected a dead pimp!
No.
You just sounded so disheartened. That's why I was like, wait, which one are you upset about?
No,
Hold on.
Miracle.
I need to do this myself.
Poor
I
Sky.
don't get it.
Yeah, so basically, he thinks hairstyle determines your gender or whatever now.
Oh my god, this.
Onion boy.
Hey, Onision, you know what would help? I don't know, selling one of your fucking houses. Stop being an idiot.
But he has to have 2 houses so he can record videos.
No,
so he
he
doesn't
has
even record
3
anymore.
houses.
He has 3 houses?
Yeah, because he bought his mom a house.
Oh right, he's like bashing her now.
Yeah, he bought his mom a house that he flat paid for. And then he had his recording house. And then he has his house.
Why don't you just make like a recording area in your house? I don't
Okay,
understand why people need a
okay.
recording house.
Okay, here's one thing I will admit. I totally understand, because no joke, if I actually make a fuck ton of money someday, and this is something I want to do, is going into like an office complex and renting out an office building. And then I would be like, yes, this is the artist building, where a bunch of artists can just sit here and work. And we
Yeah,
each
but
get
that's
our
for
own
a
little
bunch of
cubicle.
people, not just you.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. That stuff makes sense. Doing that makes sense. But buying a fucking house when you
For one
sit on your
person?
ass and film, again, I understand if you do like a lot of skits or if you have a lot of people there. That makes
He doesn't
sense.
do videos anymore.
I know.
Oh, Patreon stuff now. Or, like,
Yeah, I guess I can understand it to some extent, but at the same time, I'm like, that's a little bit much.
I'm not even gonna bring up the drama he had with like calling like people who cut themselves like just like stupid.
I was gonna say, which drama are you talking about? There's several.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's so much. Yeah. He basically
I
told someone
stopped
who's,
caring. I stopped caring about the same time as the Caitlyn Jenner stuff, where he was like, "Oh, like where he made a joke video where I'm coming out as a trans woman now," and then at the end he was like, "Just kidding," pulled off wig and.
Yeah, he's not a big supporter of those mental illnesses. He just thinks they're stupid.
And then turns around and is like, "Oh my god, it was just a joke. It was on my comedy channel." And I'm like,
In the comedy section.
labeling it as a joke doesn't make it less offensive. I'm sorry. That's not how that works. You were still an asshole.
I don't understand.
Some people just absolutely frustrate me to no end.
Oh, it's okay. I totally get it.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to. I got this like text from like a mass group of texts. So at first I thought it was related to my roommate's stepmom because she texts me sometimes in these group texts.
Uh-huh.
And I looked at the numbers and the area codes. All the area codes are 318. That's in Louisiana.
Do you know
I haven't been to
anyone in
Louisiana in 2 years. So I'm like, who the fuck are these people? And I'm
Oh! This happened to my dad! My dad was put in a group chat with a bunch of people he didn't know, and he's like, He's like, oh, I'm going on an adventure with these people. I guess they're going to Italy. And so, like, they were just sending, like, random pictures of each other in this group chat. My dad was in that group chat for 2 years before he said anything. And he finally said something, and they were like, oh my god, who are you? He's like, hi, I live in California. This has been a very wonderful 2 years. I hope you guys are very happy together.
Beautiful.
Oh,
I'm just
that's
gonna
fun.
say something.
That sounds like it's straight from a fanfic, honestly.
Dog wants in. Hi.
Hi.
I can talk now.
Hello?
Hello. Hello. Hi.
Hi. Hello? Who?
Hello?
Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
I got confused who was for a second there.
Lissa and Sky are the Star Dragon tards.
Hello. I accept this. I know my identity.
I need another eater.
Another eater.
You don't need more.
Eater. I need food. I'm hungry.
I mean, Lissa,
Go eat.
I'm still making I'm still making the spider boy.
Yes. And I need another one.
Why?
For reasons.
For reasons, okay.
Mainly because I'm struggling to figure out who I want to give a hybrid upgrade to, and my brain is saying just start fresh.
I mean, that's always a good option. I mean, if you want to be weird, you could always give Lavande and Nixia another kid. I mean, they bang all the time, so it wouldn't be that surprising.
Yes, that is always an option. Stop that, dog.
Huh?
I'm watching the chat and I'm ready to stab my friend now.
Oh, is your friend being an asshole?
Well, I said I'm hungry. Their only response is, "Hi, hungry. I'm still here."
God damn it! I hate you. Get out.
Hey,
This is what I have
That's
to deal
A,
with.
that's an A+ friend.
I
pun.
swear.
And then there's Lily in
Marry
the chat
him.
calling me a bitch because we're friends.
That's love. Love and
Oh, no.
hope on the planet Earth, or how this
Okay,
all
I
goes.
need consensus, I think is the word I'm looking for. Should I actually reply to this group chat of texts?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
Fuck
No,
it.
you know what you should do? Even better, you should send them like really weird, out of context memes.
Do it.
Yeah, just pull some memes from Meme Team and
If I post up
Send them.
Pap Daddy and Meme Team, post him there. Do it.
or alternatively just send them YIF.
That is definitely.
Send them Pap Daddy before you send the GIF.
Oh,
Oh, I forgot. Oh, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu comes out in like a few days. Oh, I'm so ready.
I know.
Oh my god, that's right.
Spyro comes out as well, so I was going to
See, here's the thing. I have a Switch, and my coworker does it, and he was like, if I get the game, can I play it on your Switch? And I'm like, why would you get the game if you don't have the system? He's like, because I want the game.
I had people do that to me too, when they're like, "Hey, can I get this 3DS game? Can I borrow your 3DS?" And I'm like, "No, sorry." Nothing on my friends. I love my friends, but I have a lot of digitally downloaded games on my 3DS, so I'm sitting here like, if anything happens to that thing, I'm out by like $1,000.
Like, it's,
Yeah.
it's different if you live in the same house as someone.
Oh yeah, like if
You know, like a family member has a game that they want to play on your system, but, you
Yeah, like
know,
my
actually
sister.
lending a system to somebody.
PS4, and I let her borrow my PS4 for that. Mostly because my TV exploded, and I haven't gotten around to getting a new one yet.
Oh, goodness.
Your
but you're
TV
but you're
exploded?
sitting here and you're getting more art. Sky.
There's a difference between
Priorities.
large saving and small saving.
Oh, are you gonna get like a badass TV? Is that why?
No, we're getting the TV after we come back from Melbourne.
Oh, you're going on vacation?
Yeah, we're going away from the 25th to the 4th.
oh, you know what?
Oh,
I've got.
cool.
Okay, let's do that.
So we're getting shit after that.
Wait, should I wait to send your Patreon stuff for next month then? I'm sending yours this month, obviously. But should I wait next
Yes.
month and send yours later? Okay.
Yes, probably.
My art wall is growing fine.
I have an art wall with all this clothing growing as
Oh,
well.
my phone vibrated.
Cannot wait to get my Castlevania charms made. I'm like so excited since they won the poll.
What's Castlevania?
Yeah.
It is an old
okay.
game.
Okay, so Castlevania is a game series where the Belmont family, every generation, has to kill Dracula because Dracula is a badass bitch and he won't die. That is a very basic summary of the game. Of all the games. Now, since I'm a diehard fan and you unlocked the can of worms here. Alright, we're gonna take a seat and we're gonna talk about this. Because my friends love when I describe shit. So, in the Lords of Shadow games, which are the newest games but have now been retconned and in my mind have the best story, and people can fucking fight me because the other stories in the Pixel games were fucking stupid. At least Guillermo del Toro tried, okay? So...
What a terrible night to have a curse.
In the... I'm a fight. So, in the Lords of Shadow games, you play as Gabriel Belmont, who is the first Belmont, and for some reason, people aren't going to heaven. You don't know why, but you're just like, oh, why aren't people going to heaven? And by the way, who murdered my wife? So, you're going down this like adventure of figuring out, and you get to see the really pretty mythicalness of the world, and you fight all this creepy shit, and I fucking love it. And you end up finding out that Satan wants to come back. Like, Satan himself wants to come back, and he's the final boss. And Gabriel Belmont, as a human, goes, nah, Satan, get back in your fucking hole, and beats his ass. And he puts Satan back in hell, and then he's like, by the way, I killed my wife. And then everyone goes to heaven, and Gabriel's kind of just left there crying, and that's the end of the first game. And I was very, very upset, but also very happy. And so then you play the next couple games, and it turns out that Gabriel became Dracula because they went off of Bram Stoker's Dracula for the legend. And I was like, oh, shit, that makes sense. Okay. And so you then play, in the next game, you play as Simon Belmont, Trevor Belmont, and Alucard. And you're on an adventure to fix your daddy issues. Because Trevor's like, Dracula killed my mom! And then you automatically realize, oh fuck, he's Gabriel's kid. See, that's the only explanation of this. And then Dracula ends up stabbing Trevor. And then he's like, no, my boy! And then ends up feeding him blood, throwing him in a coffin, and he gets reborn as Alucard a couple thousand years later. Or not 1,000 years later. I'd say like 40? I think it's 40. I forget how old Simon fucking is. But then Simon shows up, and Simon's like, Dracula killed my dad! And Trevor's just like, oh, I fucked up. Because now my kid's here, doing the same shit I did, and if I don't help out my son, but don't tell him I'm his dad, he's gonna get fucked. So, father and son team up, and they kill Dracula, but freaking Alucard's like, I can't tell Simon I'm his dad. So he kind of just whooshes away as the castle vanishes. So then skip like, I think it's like 300 years or something, and the Lords of Shadow 2 comes out, and you get to play as Dracula, and that game's a mess, and that game makes me so disappointed. And so, they had such a good thing going. I'm describing it very bad, but it had such a good thing going. And so then that game comes around, and then they're like, hey, humans are polluting the world and turning the world into demons, so we gotta like fix this, because Satan's trying to come back. Because Satan's scared of you, Dracula, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna go fight Satan again, because that's what I do. So then, you get to do these really cool things, where you get to fight in the castle and fight Satan, and then it ends up where your son's been helping you all along, and you get this like father-son weird bonding moment, and then you kick Dracula's ass, and then the day is saved. And then there you go. There's the Lords of Shadow series. So, in the classic Castlevania series, how it goes is, two bros are fighting in the Holy War, and one bro's like, yo, they killed my wife, I'm gonna go become a monster. And then his bro is like, bro, no, don't do that. And he's like, bro, I turned your wife into a vampire. And he's like, bro, no, I have to kill my wife now. So then that guy kills his wife, and that's how you get the fucking vampire killer whip. I'm not kidding, this is literally it. And that's how you get the vampire killer whip, because it's the soul of this dude's dead vampire wife. And then he's like, bro, my family is now gonna kill you. And I'm sitting here like, well, I mean, obviously you didn't care about your wife that much since you're gonna go fucking breed with other people. So, he defeats his friend, who's now Dracula, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna just bang and my family's gonna kill you for generations because, bro, not cool, he killed my wife. And then and then Dracula bro is like, okay, bro, I'm gonna keep killing your family. So, that's literally the plot of all of the games, is they're like, okay, I'm so-and-so Belmont. And Dracula's like, okay, bro, here's my castle, here's death, have fucking fun. And then and then you get eventually to the point where Dracula's like, oh, hey, this lady looks like my dead wife. I'm a banger. And that's how Alucard gets made. So Alucard gets made, his wife in the classic games was a witch. And so the townspeople are like, you're a witch, you boned Dracula, you gotta burn. So they kill her. And Alucard's all like, no! And his mom's like, no, my son, don't be evil, but you gotta go kill your dad. And so then that's how Symphony of the Night pretty much happens. And so then Alucard is to team up with people and be like, okay, we gotta go fight my dad. And then they go fight his dad. And then there's a lot of other weird games that I haven't played because they're weird spin-offs. And then at one point you go to Japan, and in Japan, it's like the year 3000 or something, and you play as Soma, and I fucking love Soma's games because his games are even weirder. Like, the story makes no sense. You're in Japan, and Dracula's castle just shows up in Japan, and then you're some, white anime antagonist guy, and he's like, oh my god, I'm the reincarnation of Dracula, and I have the power of dominance. And they're like, okay, dude, don't be evil. And he's like, no promises, bro. And so you end up fighting throughout the game and getting all the demon's powers, and then depending on the ending you get, he either becomes the Dark Lord again, or he just becomes Soma, and then you bang your best friend, because it's an anime. So then that's how that one ends. And then there's other weird ones where they're like, yeah, we're gonna kind of just get rid of the Belmonts and just have this be a cult. And then you're like, oh, okay, this is weird. There's those, and then there's the one where you play, one of my favorite ones, where you play as Jonathan and Charlotte, and Jonathan's like, I'm not a real Belmont, and my mom was a Belmont, but, because my mom wasn't a Belmont, but she was, but got married, the vampire killer won't let me touch it, because I don't have the last name, even though I have the same blood, so, shenanigans. And so then, there are the games. Now let's go into the anime. So the anime's on Netflix, and they tried doing an amalgamation of Symphony of the Night and I believe Castlevania 3, which again,
I just watched it. It sounded like an amalgamation of a number of them.
Yeah, no, it pretty much is. Like, Isaac and what's-his-name show up in other games too, and I'm like, hey! It's the... Michi, listen, Dracula wanted to go on vacation in Japan, let him be. No, Dracula got reincarnated into a white-haired anime guy! Weren't you paying attention?
I'm lost.
I love when Michi talks about her special interests.
Thank you.
I'm kind of lost though, but go on.
Oh no, it's okay, that's the entirety of the games, so... In the show...
The Netflix series is pretty good, though.
Yeah, no, the Netflix series is really good. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, like, from the source material they had, they made a really good show. Because a lot of people, people are salty who are hardcore fans. They're like, they didn't keep to the original story. And I'm like, I'm sorry they didn't fight the pirate gremlin guy and bring him along. I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck? Give him a break.
I mean, it's kind of like similar to, book adaptions. Something that makes a good book might not necessarily make as great a movie if you follow it exactly.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So, that's why you adapt.
But yeah, I really like the anime one because I'm like, wow, Dracula made sense. I'm happy they actually made his wife a human and not a witch, because I remember even being like...
I weeped.
Well, I'm like, oh, well, you're actually a witch, so, like... I mean, they were right. They're like, we're gonna burn the witch, and it's like, I mean, you are a witch. It's still not right, but at least you were what you were. Well, in this one, I'm like, no, she was just a human, and she was trying to save him. And I'm so happy they kept Camilla being a bitch. I like the change of the church excommunicating the Belmonts. I like that. I also
Yeah.
I want season 3 to have my redhead anime boy. I want Simon back, please.
It was like Up. It made me cry like within the first 10 minutes.
They know how to give you freaking character motivations in the anime. So yeah, if you have Netflix, watch it. I think it's great. I don't want to butcher it
It's real good.
because I would. It is good. 10 out of 10. It's very
Speaking
gory,
from
though.
someone, yeah, speaking as someone who is gore sensitive, it's not as bad since it's drawn, but there were a couple moments where I did put my hand up and shield my face, but that was actually moments when a guy was sticking his hands in somebody's eyeballs, like, really far.
That happens.
Now you have
See, that happens. There's demons eating babies. There's dead fetuses falling from the sky. It's a gory anime.
That happens, don't worry.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like a horrible person because as soon as Michi said there's fetuses falling from the sky, my shit brain just went, it's a rain and fetuses.
Honestly, the worst part is, like, in the context of the scene, you're not wrong.
Dear Lord Jesus.
Dear Lord, help us all.
I love it. Sky baby.
Sky baby. Oh no.
But yeah,
I
entrails go
rejected those
flying
babies.
everywhere and all sorts of gore happens.
People on pikes.
It's not like
People on
it's not
pikes
like
is
it's
very
gore
true.
like the whole time.
Well, but
It lets you breathe. It does have moments where there is not
The
gore.
fight scene choreography, though, is like animation porn. It's beautiful.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just all of the animation fight scenes are just like, oh, it's so beautiful and fluid and just oh, those bleeds, boy. Give me more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie though, the ending made me very sad because the ending was very true to how that game ended, and so I'm like, okay, can we have Alucard get his bae in the next season, please? I want my boy to have his cute little blonde girlfriend. Heavily implied girlfriend. They don't like openly say it, but it's one of those like, okay, you guys are dating.
We just had a great trip with everything.
I got really confused because I heard a Discord notification and I realized, oh wait, it was probably from fucking God. Hangout.
Super scared of one of the characters in that. I'm super scared of one of the characters from the Castlevania show.
Which one?
The Forge Master, who is on his own now.
Oh, Isaac?
Oh, hell!
He's scary.
Oh yeah, he's supposed to be scary.
He's the one I had to block stuff for. Like I had to block.
Isaac is very violent, but he has a reason to be.
No, I understand. I just those scenes where he got extra violent with particular people, I did actually have to. Those were the ones I had to block.
It's okay. I'm not surprised. Even Cody was like, oh,
No.
God.
Oh, you evolved. My Tamagotchi was making some random noises, and I look over and I'm like, oh, it's a different Tamagotchi now. Okay.
It grew.
Can never forget about them.
Tamagotchi, 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 Tamagotchi.
I cannot jog, guys.
What are you whining at me about, dog? What? What? No.
He wants love.
What? Why? He's crying at me.
Why is your puppo crying?
He wants me to let him up on my blanket, I think.
Is he a tiny dog?
He's not tiny, but he's not big.
Oh, okay.
He's like on the smaller end of medium. Okay, come on. Alright, I've allowed him up. Don't put your nose in that. Dogs.
Pyth, I just saw the stupid freaking cat flower meme. I hate it. I've seen that one before. They're like, wow, you can draw flowers beautifully, but then you get to a cat and it's like, ah!
Oh.
They just couldn't draw cats or babies back then. I don't know.
Oh, hey, I found my fidget spinner.
Have you seen like some of the old school paintings? It's like the anatomy is so broken, but people are like, look at this, and I'm like, arms don't work that way. It's a beautiful painting, but I'm like, anatomy, what is you?
Same though.
I like looking at pictures of Snart and laughing personally.
Snart.
Did you see the arm of the
Do you not know what Snart
shit?
is?
No, I don't know what Snart is.
Oh my god, please, hold on a minute, let me... Snart.
Yeah, I shared a painting that I saw at the art gallery, and the arm is literally broken. An arm does not do that. Like, yeah, she's got a titty out, but
Let me
her
just
arm
put
is broken.
Oh, is that you sending the titty out? You're like, it's okay, have the titty out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then the baby's got the other titty.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Snart!
Why though?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my lunch. I'll be back.
Yeah, I don't like when people make babies buff. It disturbs me.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
baby.
they make babies look like tiny men.
Oh my god, that is way buff.
And Snart. Everybody who reblogged this post is going to hell. This is a picture of baby Jesus. No,
I found the perfect one. I'll put
Sorry
it in.
guys, I can't show these. There's penises in it.
No.
Even though it's art, YouTube is like, there's a penis? No. We must
Male anatomy for shame.
We have to protect these pure virgin eyes.
So my friend Kraft has requested that I send this to y'all.
What is it? What the fuck? Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
What is that?
It's Jesus.
Well, he doesn't look a thing like Jesus, but he talks like a gentleman.
It has to
Oh,
be
I
Jesus.
saw a Jesus painting at the art gallery.
What's going on with the butt beard?
I was saying the same thing. Like, why do you got saggy booty beard?
He's got a butt chin of the beard.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna not look.
I can show this one.
I posted a
This is
thing too.
terrible.
They-
This is so
they-
bad. This is so bad.
Oh my god.
He's got a saggy
Pike,
booty
what is
beard.
that?
That is not a titty. That is a lemon.
That is a
Look at that.
lemon.
That's a lemon. It looks like a lemon.
Oh my god.
That cannot. That is not how titties work.
What are you talking about? That's perfectly, that's a perfectly titty. That is a human anatomy.
I hate it. I hate it. What the hell?
I'm gonna spare my eyes and I'm gonna stay out of there.
No, don't. This is nightmare fuel. I hate it. The guy's like looking directly at you as the lady's like, little fuck, you're gonna eat this lemon titty. like, I feel like this is so gross, but I feel like you squeeze it and it would pop like a really fucked up zit.
No.
Oh.
That's what it looks
Nasty.
like. It's all swollen and tumory. It's really gross.
And he's like, no, please.
You look like a caterpillar.
The baby looks like a caterpillar. It does though.
Tiny men.
Guys, it's not anatomy. It's my style.
It's not anatomy. It's my style.
I fucking hate it. Oh god.
Welcome to the suffering stream.
Have you seen art of animals where the animals are giant and look like squares? I have to Google this now?
Oh, no.
What?
What?
That cat has a human face.
I've seen a lot of that. I've seen a lot of animals with human faces because they don't know how to draw them.
When your baby comes out looking like they got 3 kids and a mortgage.
Okay, I can't find it. Animal square painting? What is it called? This isn't helping me. I'm just finding like paintings of square paintings.
What the fuck?
Feed.
Frozen.
I feed my son, so he's growing stronger.
Excuse me while I go murder my friend Craft.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, square sheep. Square sheep. Square sheep. What the fuck?
Okay, now I need to see this.
Oh my
Wait.
god!
What did you find?
This is okay.
Oh my god!
No, I didn't leave the meeting. What? What? Fuck. Hold on. Shit. Damn it, Google Hangouts.
Yeah, she did.
It killed me.
I know.
It killed the Hangout. I don't like anything about this.
No.
Where is she? No, I didn't want to go to fucking Reddit. I just want to go to the fucking painting. This sheep. This poor sheep.
Wait, what?
No.
Oh my lord.
Oof. That's
What
a
in the
Oh my
name?
goodness!
that's a big boy.
Shep. This isn't a sheep, it's a shep.
Shut.
Oh shit. That's great.
Oh my god.
Oh, I found piggies! Poor piggy.
Are you okay there, Mitch?
No, I'm not okay. Look at the poor piggy.
Oh no!
They're
I like
so,
the
they're
file's called
so
Oats. The file's
round.
called Oats.
I know, the file's called
Anatomy
Oats.
Yeah?
Not an anatomy problem, guys. It's just my style.
I hate this.
That reminds me of the little circle, round circle things. You know, the song that you just draw a pig. It looks like that. What the hell, Moody?
No. I don't
I'm
like
bored.
those.
I'm not bored. That's not the word I'm looking for. I'm
art.
going to go into my forbidden folder.
What is that noise? Hello?
It is our one.
Let's see what
What is that noise?
Your mom.
Oh, it's an airplane, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's an airplane.
It's an aeroplane.
I'm bored, I craft. Inuyasha, what the fuck?
PD over in the
Makes
corner's
sense,
just
I think,
making me
or
die. I
add
love him.
recommendations.
I'm gonna murder my friend.
Do you know where my pliers are?
Sky, I'm gonna die. PD's too cute.
What's too
Should
cute?
be working. Instead makes adopt design.
It's okay.
No
I'm
death.
a good artist.
I need to work on my collab adopts with Zodiac. Because we're
My
doing...
sheep.
Is that a sheep or a pig? Is that a sheep? Is that...
I don't.
Yeah!
Both. I don't know.
It's a shig.
It's a pig!
It's a shig.
God!
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
What's going on?
The sheep canceled. the
Yeah,
ship.
yeah, the shig killed OBS. The shig.
Oh,
The
sorry.
shig killed OBS.
Uh-oh.
My bad.
I hate it. I hate everything about it. Okay, fine.
Exactly.
Cursed.
And it's like, I have bunches of things.
There you go. It's called Cursed Corner. It's there.
Oh boy, we'll start with this.
Oh, great.
My God!
Oh,
Me,
no.
just
Mooney! Oh my god! What is
I am muting that channel.
that?
I have entered my forbidden folder. What do you expect?
You have to mute this. The adopt is very cute, Prince.
Thank
It
you.
is.
I wanted to make a pink Shiba.
Oh,
so
I thought I had this. Did your life insurance know you like to be choked during sex?
What?
No.
that was
bad.
so very oddly specific. And
I know, like, what?
that was so very oddly specific that I almost accused you of going through my browser history.
Oh, I have another image.
How did the cat get in? I don't like anything about that. How did the cat get in? It's glass.
If I fits, I sits.
I mean, okay.
Here, have the most beautiful lumberjack.
No.
Oh, that's gonna take a second.
So this isn't a cursed image. I just think it's funny.
Oh my god.
No.
I think there's this one image of these Teletubbies and this kid in like a hospital.
I don't like any of this.
I can find it.
I've seen
Yes.
the Guy Ferrari one before.
Going on. Oh.
Oh god. I think what terrifies me is that it terrifies me that Teletubbies are meant to be 10 feet tall.
Let me introduce you to my Lord Throtch.
Ah!
Oh no! What the fuck is
Those legs though.
What is? Ah!
Who is she?
Oh, that's no. What the fuck? Hey, I raise you one Throtch and I give you whatever this is.
Oh.
I hate
What?
The thing that she sent looks like me when I go out to the club with my friends on Saturday.
Sounds like fun.
Said.
I hate all of you.
I love the dog so much.
Headshot!
Here, I took your shark. This.
Poor Masuda.
Through the chat, yes, we are protecting you. You do not want to see
Well,
this.
didn't know this would be the stream where we kill Mitchie.
Oh, doesn't go there.
Armani, this isn't hilarious. This is terrible.
Oh, here, have this.
No. Keep it.
No. What part of the body is that?
I think that's someone's
Is it the
stomach.
stomach?
I think that's a stomach.
Yeah, that's someone's stomach. It's a tattoo they got.
I have
The
so many,
lantern.
I have so many questions for this one.
What?
Why? These images are coming in too quickly. My screen can't
I know
move.
the poor stream has no idea what's going on because I can't share this.
Sorry.
Apologies to the stream.
Help
I
us.
hate it! Oh
Oh,
no!
there.
I found one of the worst ones!
What is this?
God damn it, or God!
I don't
Fuck.
get it.
Oh my god!
It's
Ew.
fucking cheeses!
Cheese nipples! Cheese pasties!
And a
Oh.
cat!
Nikki.
The face on the cat.
Oh my god, what? Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Oh,
I'm wrong. This
there
is
you
the
go.
worst. Oh, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Oh
Oh, I hate these.
What?
I
What?
hate this so
That's so much powder with this one.
no! Poor Miss Suda.
I'm just put this up.
There you go.
I'm trying to eat, and it's the worst mistake ever.
Wait, Sky, you have to post up fucked up Peridot, because you have it.
I do have it.
Oh no!
The fucked up what?
Peridot, the Peridot stuffy.
Because Sky bought an official Peridot stuffy, and it looks like a bootleg.
Official bootleg paradox.
I love The Sims.
Oh god!
A beautiful
Why would someone with a face of spaghetti?
And a cup of
I
milk.
don't.
And a cup of milk.
Ready.
a jar of
Johnny,
milk,
eat
sorry.
your aesthetic.
How many?
dinner.
Oh, here we go. I love this image.
Oh God, no!
What is this? Why?
Why do you have these?
No.
It's a printer that makes toast and a toaster that prints prints.
I want to take a photo.
Oh no.
Take the photo.
A printer that prints
Oh,
prints.
you want an image of a toadstool?
No.
No.
No. No. No!
Oh no!
Oh god. That's worse than I thought.
It's a toadstool.
Oh, great and horrible at the same time.
This dog put on one of those horse masks and it fits too well.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
That's not what the internet was made for. That's wrong.
He's so wrong.
What are you talking about? The internet was totally made for this.
I know.
Oh,
I mean,
oh, I found the Mickey.
Oh no. Ah! What the fuck? What's wrong with its mouth?
Why?
I don't know what his nigger
It's opening
name
its mouth for the screams of the damned.
Oh,
Official bootleg paradox coming at you.
Oh yeah, send them official bootleg Peridot. Christian got it. I saw a toadstool. Christian got it.
Toadstool.
Yeah, that's the official Steven Universe Peridot.
dear Lord.
I'm
Jesus.
disappointed.
What is
I expected
that?
better.
Oh, have a map of the United States.
No!
Duh.
I
is
think
not
First
where
Corner
Texas
is a blessing
goes.
and a mistake.
I know it is. What is this? Ew! What the fuck? The guy's eating it out of a crack in the road.
No.
Why?
First.
You're just googling cursed
Part of a
images.
balanced Part of a
You're so
balanced
cursed.
breakfast.
Oh god. What is this?
No.
What?
I don't even know what it is. I don't want to know. Feels like Satanism.
It might be.
Oh.
To show us.
You
See,
wanna
what else
see
do we have?
You want to see what the inside of the human mouth looks like? It's this. It's
Oh.
in Toronto, so this one's not in.
Oh, I've been inside one of those. Those are scary. I hate that. No.
Ooh.
Okay, real
Yes, I like-
talk. I don't get why
I
people
like
think
that
that Vor is sexy. I
Me
don't get
too.
it. I don't get why it's sexy. Like,
Too.
I don't know. Something about being eaten and slowly digested does not sound like fun.
They're just way too into vampires.
Now, see, vampires are sexy. Vor
Yeah, I
is.
can understand vampires. Vor is when you want to like actually get like swallowed whole.
Yeah.
And not chewed. You want to be like swallowed.
Nothing.
No, not with the drink.
Okay, what do we got in here? Oh, here we go. This makes me feel like I went to an alternate dimension.
Oh no.
Oh, it's the dino head.
Right.
Oh no.
Ew. It's progressively getting worse and worse.
Oh my god,
Right.
there's a Twitter. I have to go to the Twitter. I didn't know there was a Twitter.
Oh boy.
Oh god, no.
This is
What madness have we wrought?
Too much.
Everything.
Oh yeah, there's a cursed images Twitter. I'm so scared.
God.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh?
They're dummies. I don't like this.
What?
They're dummies in a lake.
Oh.
Oh no.
This right here is probably why I would never be allowed to cook.
I just like I see that a lot and I'm like, how? What did you do to do that?
I don't know. Using a pressure cooker isn't that hard.
Oh, pressure cooker. I can see what happened now.
Yeah, I get it.
Gotta let the pressure out or it's just gonna explode on you.
Oh god.
Yeah, those things freak the meat out.
Oh no!
Oh
Welcome to Alba's world.
Every time it just gets worse.
Oh,
Talk about getting worse. This is hair.
no! No! Spoopy, no.
This is hair.
No!
what?
Ew. Oh my god. Oh no, that's in a car accident. No!
Girl, what did you do?
Ow!
Goku, I blame you. I found this on Twitter. I found this Twitter and now I have to follow them.
Oh no!
Oh god.
God.
Some of these
mean-
aren't that bad. Like this is just one with a bunch of Winnie the Poohs. I don't know. I don't think this is that bad compared to like some of them. It's weird. It's weird.
That's a lot of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but not it's not as weird as like
Oh, hey,
Oh,
do
no.
you like legs?
Oh no.
I would like to also look at the fingers, by the way.
Are the fingers
Where-
also legs?
where are
Yes.
Oh no, I see it.
Ah!
Oh,
Why?
Sky, Armani loves your version of Bongo Cat, by the way.
I know, Cat Daddy's the best. Look at him going pap pap pap.
what the
Someone
fuck?
said- I just joined to the stream to Vor is sexy. I know this is going to be good.
Your toes, hand them over.
What the
This
fuck
thing
is
is
this? Who did
monetized.
this pass?
No.
This had to pass through people. Like what the?
Oh!
Oh!
You don't seem to be style.
I would like to think that this image is a cursed image. I hope you agree.
Square donuts.
Okay.
I mean, that's not that bad.
That's I can eat a square compared to this.
Oh, I can't put that. This one had to go in NSFW. Just because
Why?
of
Michi, why?
You'll see why.
It's a Twitter. I'm so scared. What is in it? What is?
Okay, that would hurt.
Okay, no, that's fucking hilarious.
That's hilarious, but no.
Okay.
I love that.
So,
Dragon.
without going into too much detail, because I can't obviously post it, but they found someone took a bad dragon dildo, one of like the scary ones, and put executor stickers on it.
Put what on it?
Executor stickers.
Fishing lure or sex toy? I don't like that this is a thing! I don't like that this is a thing. I don't like this.
A what?
No, why?
Go to not safe for
Why
work.
is that
It's
there?
like, is it
Oh,
a sex toy or a fishing lure? And I don't like that they look so much the same. I've seen the Minions ones, and I don't like the Minion ones.
No.
I'm going to go make food.
Go make food. We're
Yay.
going. We're going to hell here.
Oh! I have summoned the Exodia.
Oh, no. Oh, thought you have activated my trap card.
Oh no!
Don't like any of this.
I have a sci file in here labeled Tundra, and that scares me.
Sorry, Sky.
Never mind, it's okay. What else do I have?
Why would you waste these eggs?
Eggs?
Eggs.
Oh no!
No!
Don't worry, Jujubes. You just keep trying and you'll get better at drawing the star beads.
No, it takes practice.
The-
It took
the
me
date-
it did take me forever to learn how to draw the horns and the ears right.
The date makes it work. Oh my god!
Is it the eggs?
Mooney, no.
Is it the eggs?
No, Mooney
No!
posted an NSFW.
No.
Look at this shadow.
I hate it. I hate everything about it. I hate it so much.
Oh my god, no.
Let's move to the next folder. I got so many folders.
Sleeping.
Oh, the no.
The most important meal of the day.
Reminds me, though.
Serving it
So,
up my therapist's way.
this reminds. Can we talk about Fabuloso for a second?
Oh yeah, I fucking hate Fabuloso. Go ahead.
Why? Why does it look like fruit juice? And why is it in every store on the bottom?
Okay. So, not only does it look like fruit juice, it smells like fruit juice.
Yes.
I know because
It's
when I worked at Target, I kept asking why we couldn't put Fabuloso on the top shelf because I would have to stop kids because the parents wouldn't fucking watch them, but kids from trying to drink the fucking Fabuloso. Because they would open it up and it would be like, oh, it smells like fruit punch, and then I'm like, no, it's death.
Yeah, it's why is it always on the bottom shelf in all stores?
I don't.
They want kids to
No.
drink it.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
they want you to die.
Have the dittos.
Here, kid, drink this. Oh, God.
Oh, nutritious and delicious.
Okay, I'm done with the cursed images. I'm done for right now. Oh my god, Lissa! I realized someone you could do for a Star Dragon upgrade to change the topic.
Yeah.
Star Dragon upgrade!
You could make it be, if you wanted, you could have it be, Sohalia's kid. Because that would be a fisher shooter.
Yeah, I've just been thinking like for days, and I'm like,
If you still
at this
can't
point, I
maybe-
kind of feel like I'd rather start fresh.
Okay, then start fresh.
So I'm just trying to find somebody selling an eater.
Well, I mean,
Sloths are eaters, right?
Listen, if you want, because I was actually thinking of selling this guy. If you want to get him from me, you can. Where is he?
I mean, sloths are eaters, right? Because I have a sloth that I don't use.
Well, kind of.
Hmm?
Where is like?
No. The eaters are part of the closed species.
Yeah, where are you on here?
Well, no,
Less
I
suckers.
have a star dragon. They just happen to be of sloth variety. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's a thing. I didn't know you had a star dragon.
Yes, yeah. They're a star eater. They have the sloth anatomy, is what I mean.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
They brought the sloths.
Oh, him! I remember him. He's a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking of.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to grab him for it, but he is beautiful.
Thank you.
I also like your story for him, but you know,
Thank
when people
you.
gotta sell, they gotta sell.
Well, no, I don't want to sell them. I was just thinking about it. So I'm like, if someone can give him a better home, maybe they should give him a better home, kind of thing. But
I mean, I just
I know,
posted in
Prince-
Star Dragon how my star eater. I don't use. I got because y'all started dragging me into Star Eater hell, but I have no.
fuck,
I
that's
have nothing.
cute. Why did I not know about this guy? This is fucking cute.
Cutie, I remember her.
I didn't know you bought her. Fuck, I would have drawn her. She cute.
Oh,
Oh, really?
oh,
She's
she's
really
so cute.
She's really cute.
She is.
I need to
She's
like
so
develop
cute.
her and stuff.
Well, then keep her. You need to keep
Yeah.
her and make
Yeah.
her all cute.
Okay.
You can always,
That's
you can
really-
always keep and develop and stuff.
I don't really know how to develop star dragons.
Well, you can just treat her like any other adoptable OC. You don't have to stay within Star Dragon lore or anything. There's nothing making you do it. You just have to follow the traits
Yeah,
if you ever
fair.
want to change them.
Yeah, like you don't have to, like, I mean, technically, even if you wanted to, you can make her be like a demon that a character of yours summons that just looks like that, and it'd be like, hi, I go crunch.
Good crunch.
Alright, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
Alright, go have fun. I'm actually gonna turn the AC on myself. I'll be right back. Oof. So hot. Stanky.
Hold on. Where's my adoptable folder? Adopts. Ads. New via clipboard. Select inverse. Edit. Crop.
Oof. Ugh. Okay, I didn't put the AC on because it's actually really nice out. I should open the windows.
That's good.
Gotta save that morning.
Save
Like,
as in
Yeah.
layers.
On a random note, though, I do want to ask you guys a question. So, since Castlevania did win the poll, I still have 2 abilities to get 2 other charms made. I don't know. I'm like, should I make the Legend of Zelda ones since they were the runner-up? Because I have some designs
Yes.
set for that.
Why not?
Zelda is good.
Zelda is good. Zelda is big.
Zelda is good.
Did I show you guys the ghost pup I did a few days ago? The ghost pup adopt or no?
No, I don't think I saw
I
it.
don't think so.
Oh, where are you? He's a good boy. I'm kind of half tempted to keep him, but on the other hand, I'm like, eh.
What the hell does this mean, Rosie? I'm so confused.
I don't know.
Rosie, what does it mean? My mouth, my ribs, my penis. I have no idea what it means.
I think Picarto giving himself a blowjob.
It's called autofellatio.
Oh!
Oh!
They're trying to. Oh, they're trying to.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
they're
I get it. Now I
their
get
own.
it.
Oh.
It was on my Tumblr dashboard.
So I'm happy now.
Your pup's cute.
Yee. I don't know if it's an adopt.
He's still cute.
He
Is, yeah.
Solid character. One of the characters that I would love to steal from you, but I can't.
I mean, I'm half tempted to keep him because he really is cute, but I have too many characters. I quite.
200 characters.
Why do you act like that's a problem? I have so many I lost count.
I mean,
Why?
I stopped counting after around 350-ish. That's only $10. Guess who got paid yesterday?
Oh god.
You and Parzival are apparently going to have to fight for it.
Guess who has money?
So, did you guys beat Deltarune yet?
I did!
I watched someone beat it.
The power of fluffy boys! The power of
Can we talk about it yet, or do you guys want to wait?
No.
It's been over 24 hours.
No,
I'm cool.
No. Wait, I heard someone say no. Who said no?
I'm not finished yet.
Okay. We gotta wait.
Oh, y'all are talking about the new whatever.
You can talk about it in the next stream when I'm not here.
Yeah. Did you know that Undertale is an anagram for Deltarune?
Who would have guessed?
I think that was like one of the first things everyone noticed.
I didn't.
Me neither.
I'm slow.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't really like Undertale, so.
Well, that's fair.
I'm a fight.
I mean, I tried playing it, but I didn't really like it. It's not the type of game that I enjoy.
No, I get it.
Like, it's a good game. It has a good story, but eh. Speaking of games, I need to go check something on my Humble Bundle.
It's okay. Alright, have fun. It's okay, because, like, personally, between you and me, I think Smash is dumb.
I mean, that's fair. Speaking of Humble Bundle, to those people like games, did the keys work?
Yes, my key worked.
Yes,
Cool.
it did.
Cool. Most excellent. I wanted to be sure.
I love my slime rancher. I've been playing it non-stop. Have you guys haven't noticed?
I need to play more Slime Ranger. It's addicting.
Puddle slime is my favorite, and I love them, and they purr when they get happy.
Puddle slime.
Yeah, Puddle Slime is good slime. Have you gotten to the lava slimes yet?
I did, and they are the cutest things ever.
Aren't they? They make me quiet.
I got lost in the glass desert because I didn't know how to leave.
It's
And
confusing.
Lily was laughing at me.
It's really confusing.
Lily was laughing at me. She's like, "How did you get lost?" I was like, "I don't know."
Why do I don't want Hotline Miami, please.
What?
It's a humble bundle.
Yeah, I'm looking at my Humble Bundles, and one of the new games I have in my list right now is Hotline Miami 2, and I don't want it.
Do I
Okay.
have any she-mails? Let's see. Order confirmation from Wendy's. Thank you? I guess? Oh, see, don't do this to me, Zach.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
I am hungry to the point where I feel lightheaded. I have not eaten at all today.
Go,
Oh no, go eat!
Hey, I like to keep my metabolism on its toes. It's either A, bitch, it's gonna be complete starvation, or 6,000 calories.
No!
That's how you get fat! That's how I got fat! Dude, don't do it!
I can't gain weight.
Well, good
Trust
for
me.
you!
I've tried.
Good for you. Don't take it for granted.
Yeah, wait till you're 40. It's gonna be God. Then you're gonna be like, oh, there goes my left foot.
Because like a month ago, I weighed like 135 pounds. Then it spiked to 185, and then it dropped down back to 145.
That's really unhealthy. You should really go see a doctor.
I don't have insurance.
Fuck. Then go eat!
But that requires effort.
Yeah, you can have a tapeworm. Go fucking eat.
Go eat.
Go feed the tapeworm.
We will still be here.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, we have.
Go
Where's YouTube? Where'd it go?
Unless we ascend to a higher plane of existence.
Yeah, we still have like 40 minutes. Be good.
I love you, Sky.
Effort.
Go get a jar of peanut butter and just fucking eat it. I don't care. Eat something.
Go make food.
No such
Even with a
noises
packet
in
of
my
chips,
chat.
just eat some chips.
Yeah, go eat
Eat
chips.
something.
I don't have chips. I gotta go to the grocery store.
Popcorn?
Don't have any popcorn. I got ramen noodles. I can make noodles.
Eat
Make
noodles.
some noodles.
Oh, there's a light one.
Sky,
I'll go-
who is this beautiful angel person?
I'll go make
That's my
food.
info.
I'll be back.
Usher who?
my angel.
I like him.
They haven't got a name yet, but they are beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Look at them.
Help me.
Gay.
Look at them be gay.
I just
What?
heard help me.
No, look at them. I'm gay.
Oh, look at them, I'm gay. I was like, look at them be gay. And I'm like, what?
That too.
Where
I just
Oh,
heard someone whisper in chat.
I just noticed you put Pimp Daddy and Pride's crack children in your toy house.
Yeah.
I just think it's great.
Yeah. They real good. My sweethearts.
How?
Did you get something to eat? Hello? I'm a fight?
He's not back yet.
Say what?
No.
What'd you eat?
Did you get food?
I'm working on getting food now.
What do you mean you're working on getting food?
I had to come back to get the plate out of my room.
Shake.
I'm gonna go make food. I'll be right back.
Good. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Alright, Sky, so for both of yours, do you want them to both be your muse? Or do you want, like, one other one? Because you get two. Everyone gets two this month.
They can both be the news.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, is she, like,
Has the
based off
Discord
of
chat always
Bloodborne?
been called?
Yes, she is.
Yeah? Sorry.
Has the Discord chat always had Pala at the end of the thing? Because instead of pals, it's Pala.
Yeah.
Wait, in what? I'm confused. What?
Like, the Discord chat, it's Twisted Patreon Pala.
Oh, what the hell? When did that happen?
Yeah.
How long has it been like that?
I don't know, I just noticed it now.
What the fuck? It was supposed to be Twisted Patreon pals. Where is? No, I'm gonna change my nickname. Let me change the server settings. Pals.
I don't know
What the
that
fuck?
From.
There
we go.
I never
That's better.
noticed. Has it always been like that? That bothers me so much now.
I'm putting up the post I got her from in art chat.
Okay.
It's the Halloween preview.
Okay, nice.
Oh, you're
When I
fun
saw
for
that
that
one
one.
of them
Okay.
was when I saw that one of them was Bloodborne, I had to jump.
I need to play Bloodborne. Everyone says it's like my aesthetic down to a T.
It is. It's so good. I love it so much.
Actually, I think I should probably make this background white now that I think about it, because it's kind of hard to read the text. I am dumb.
It's okay. Everyone make a mistake. I don't know why the fuck I sound like Mario for a second there. What the hell?
Save as PNG. Somebody a touch of my spaghetti.
I love that so much.
Who the hell did this? It's gonna be in our chat. Oh, but anyway.
And Pink Sheba is posted, and now I need to close Ghost Pup because Parsifal slid into my DMs and snagged.
Ooh, who did that?
It's on Twitter.
I'm gonna share a GIF that I made ages ago that I had shared once before, but I don't think anyone remembers it.
Alright, let me see.
It's a meme chain.
Alright. Ah! How dare.
Oh my god, no.
How did they make Bart Simpson hot?
I hate it, right? That's what I was thinking. Oh, it's worse. Wait till you see Millhouse.
I don't want to see that.
And now just got dead silent. So anyway, sorry for the last minute on the stream, guys. It's just that next weekend's Cody's birthday, and so our original plan was just to do on his actual birthday, Sunday. So I'm like, oh, I'll have Saturday free. I can do what I want. And then it was like, no, we gotta go family stuff. And I'm like, shit. And then I was looking at the time zones, and I'm like, oh no, the only other time I can do it is this weekend. Because I want to shoot for weekends. That seems to be like for most everybody, that's the easier time.
What's the easier time?
Weekends.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fair considering some of us are in school.
Yeah, I know Lisa looks really good.
Is it fair?
I have a cat.
Oh yeah, and I also had to do this redo of an old adopt since it was on my old laptop, but I really like how the redo turned out, but this is like Sushi Roll Rabbit.
Stop making things I want to throw money at.
She's already sold!
Why do you do this to me?
I had to redo it because the clean file was on my old laptop. So I'm doing a deal where if you buy one of the... So I'm doing a deal where if you buy one of the old adopts that I did, that I only had the file on my old laptop for, I'm going to redo the clean file.
Meme team, I need to order a moth.
See? As I thought, I was like, it's a moth.
I sure hope it's a moth.
It's not anymore.
I know, I'm sad. I would love giant moths.
Oh.
I would.
So,
that'd be terrifying.
Matt, stop.
Great.
Who wants to see my cat? Because I have a cat now.
Show us the kitty. And I will
You
show
have
you
a
my
cat?
kitty.
I have a cat. Let's see if I can get this to work right.
Oh yeah, and my new character, Crayon King. His name is Tao.
Aw, cutie.
Kitty!
It's a kitty!
Yeah, he's a lion.
It's a kitty!
He go meow.
Meow.
Wow.
Oh, I like this character as well. Stop making characters I want to steal.
I didn't make him. He's actually an adopt. I
Stop
cried.
having characters I want to steal.
Why is your character so cute, Prince?
I know, Prince. Goddamn it, you make so many cute characters.
I just have an eye for aesthetic, I guess.
I still love
a
my
kitty.
chinchilla baby. Chinchilla baby is so good.
I meant to be working on my new, but I'm still.
Where's the original designer for copy link address? Nerd Fangs, I believe, designed Tao. So they have a lot of cute. They have a lot of cute designs. Oh shite! I did not upload this image to.
So much shit I want to do with no time. God damn it. Like I'm saying, people be like, "Oh, I'm open for Christmas commissions in advance," and I'm like, "Oh, that would be so nice." But I have to get my shit done. I'm still so behind.
Yeah, no, I've only done like 3.5 things for my Iron Artist.
You have the commission for me.
Yeah, and I have things to do for the commissions too. I have stuff in my regular queue too. I cry. This month has just been so busy, and I've been like just one thing after another, and I'm just like, eh.
Life just kicking you around like a dick.
Right?
Yes.
I think it's just this year. This year is just one of the hardest years.
Matt,
for a lot of
no, not
It's a
again.
bad year. This year is bad juju.
It's just this like it's just like I'm gonna go home after work, and I'm gonna work on commissions, and I'm gonna be productive, and then it's like I have a 3-hour long anxiety attack at work, and I just want to sleep.
I mean, mood.
Oh my god!
Cute!
Monk!
I need.
Oh, that's so
What is it?
cool.
It's a fusion Pokemon.
Monk!
I love it.
It's by.
Matt!
I just have the post so you guys can see it. If you guys can see it,
I love it.
if Twitter will load. Everyone needs to
So
follow this
cool.
artist. Everyone needs to follow this artist, including me.
Oh.
It's so cute. Everyone go follow at Baka Baka CCA. I mean, no.
CCHA.
Yeah, BAKACCHA. Follow them. This is cute shit. This is cute shit. It's good shit. 10 out of 10. Thank you, Sky. Also, if you guys follow Red Panda on Fur Affinity, she posted up her Movembers, and I'm just like, why do you make men so good? I hate it. They're so pretty, and I like them with the rose gold nipple rings. It's not safe for it's safe for work. Don't worry. But she gave them like body jewelry, and it's become like my aesthetic to give characters body jewelry.
Ooh, yay.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, Red Panda also does some beautiful stuff.
So many people do things.
Cat, settle down. Sit, lay down.
What's the name of your cat? Your cat is so cute!
Her name is Isabel.
I love her.
We have a second one, but the other one's more shy and won't come into my room.
That's okay.
No.
Let's give it time.
She's so
She
cute.
is so cute. If Binks wasn't asleep,
Let's give her all the
I would be
pitch.
I would be like, Binks, come here.
I will show up a picture of my kitty because he's gone for the moment.
This cat is a pain sometimes, but what cat isn't?
Exactly.
I think it's almost their feeding time now. I think, yep.
Are they hungry? They hungry? They know the word food.
Go eat your own food.
I know exactly. Speaking of, I'm gonna get an apple. Igu.
So anyway, I need to go check my noodles. Let me turn this off now.
It's a bite. Boy.
He's a good boy.
Sky, I want your cat.
You can't have him. He's mine.
I want him.
No, my son.
What? Is he a ragdoll? He looks like a ragdoll.
He's a cat.
He's a cat. That's helpful.
He's a cat. He's a cat and he loves me.
Oh fuck! That just reminded me. It's something else I have to do today. God damn it! I have to. Hello.
Hello.
Huh?
Oh, okay, good. I just want to make sure I wasn't muted. I was gonna say, that's something else I have to do today. I have to edit my vlog. I'm trying to vlog again, and it's hard.
You can do it.
Thank you. My life is relatively boring most of the time.
That's alright. Everyone's life is relatively boring.
What was that? Okay, good. It wasn't an ant. Oh. This is really random. But when I was a kid, I used to hate apple skin, and now I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I don't like it if it's peeled. It's weird.
It's also super good for you.
Yeah. One skin I think is gross though. It's peach skin and pear skin. I want to get.
Yeah.
Fuzzy.
Skin isn't good.
I don't
Skin is weird and fuzzy.
I don't really eat fruit other than strawberries, so
Peach skin no good.
Can I do this in the background of the stream, or is there going to be too much to transfer shit over? I'm gonna wait. Be safe, better safe than sorry.
Yes.
Well, anyway, what do you guys want to talk about?
Well, I went to Barnes and Noble yesterday and managed to find a D&D player's handbook.
Oh,
Nice.
Was
So I was like,
was it relatively priced?
it was like $50.
Oh, I got the thought.
Yeah.
About right.
Right. But I still got it because I make poor financial decisions, and I was like, I have been looking for this fucker for ages.
Mhm.
That's
I
not
watched
bad. Yeah.
at work today. I watched a coworker almost get beaten up by a customer.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Okay, explain.
Yes. So we have our trolleys, shopping carts next to us to pack them when we have the food, to sell the food to them. And so you have them in like a certain position where it's comfortable for us to reach the bottom in all four corners. But what I'm guessing what happened is the trolley wasn't in the right position for the cashier, so she asked this customer repeatedly, "Can you please move? I need to move the trolley." Okay, the customer didn't. So I think what happened, the cashier accidentally ran over the customer's foot.
Oh no.
Ooh.
And the customer just started screaming and yelling at her. But when I looked up because I heard yelling, and when I looked over, all I saw was all the trolley boys and 3 security guards, along with my supervisor, standing around this woman.
Oh my god.
And the cashier did the one thing that I think you don't do, is don't
Return
give the
it.
thing back. Because the customer gave the fingers and the cashier did it back, and I'm like, no, you're just gonna start a fight. So
I don't know where I just came out of you, but I would like to announce I have food.
No, that reminded me. Okay, good.
Thank you for getting food.
That reminded me. So, I never mentioned this. All right, so a few months back, my old supermarket job, which I won't say where I worked for safety reasons, they contacted me after years of me not working there. I haven't worked there for about 6 years now. Yeah, about 6 years. And no, it was even longer than that. It was 7, because I wasn't even 21 yet. Okay, so like 7 years ago. And they contacted me, they're like, "Hi, is this Michelle so-and-so?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Did you work at supermarket generic name here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did, a long time ago." And they were like, "Did you work there from the dates of whatever date it was that I worked there?" I don't fucking remember. I'm like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Do you remember an incident of a man falling?" And I'm like, "Vaguely, since it was almost 7 years ago." And they were like, "Oh, okay. Well, did you know on the security camera you passed by a tiny piece of trash?" And I was like, "No, I probably didn't notice that I walked by a tiny piece of trash." And he's like, "Oh." And I was like, "Did the man fall on that trash?" And he's like, "No. But he is suing generic supermarket name here." And I'm like, "After all this time?" And they're like, "Yeah, so, why did you leave generic supermarket name here?" And I'm like, "They told me I wasn't allowed to drink water in 115-degree heat. They gave me a bone spur. They messed up my back. They made me push 18 carts without a pulley or a partner by myself." And he was like, "Oh." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "So you no longer work there?" And I'm like, "No." And I'm like, "Am I under any like legal trouble about this?" And he's like, "Well, you'll be hearing from us." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh no!
And then I haven't heard anything since. And then I called the lawyer back with my lawyer, because I got a lawyer. And the guy sent me a $50 check and a formal apology.
Damn!
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." Because, yeah, my lawyer was like, "That long ago, there's no case. Let alone against you. If there was a case, it'd be against the store."
You probably could sue the store, though.
Depending on damages, yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing. When the guy fell, he didn't fall that hard and he played it up. Like hardcore. Because I was there. And the guy was around my age. And he slipped on something. But I guess it wasn't the trash that I didn't see. And he full on said, "I have fallen and I cannot get up." And then when I remember when people offer offered, like random people offered to help him up. They were like, "Oh, do you know?" I was like, "Call an ambulance, and I want the timestamps of the recorded security footage, please."
Oh my god.
Yeah, welcome to California. I have friends, family members, who've also openly told me how to conveniently slip on pee at Walmart so I can make millions of dollars, like they do.
Nice.
Because they don't.
Holy fuck.
Because they're like, yeah, I haven't had a job since I was 16 because I always conveniently slip on pee at Walmart. And I'm like, it's people like you that I hate. Thank you.
I hate people taking advantage of the system. It makes me so pissed.
Just like when I was at that barbecue where this guy was like, yeah, I have free healthcare. And the lady was there, was like, wait, how do you get free healthcare? He's like, I only claim that I make $10,000 a year. I really make 80. And I'm like, you fucker, I hate you too.
It's like people who actually need the healthcare can't even get it because of that then.
Exactly.
Yeah, people like that make it harder for people who are actually in need to get that stuff.
Wait, there's a way to have free healthcare?
In California, it varies by state by the price.
I wish.
But yeah, there is a way. If you make under a certain amount, and you have, by a doctor's diagnosis, a chronic illness, whether it be schizotypal, anxiety, depression, you can legally claim that you are unable to work a certain amount of time, and then apply for that. But just so you know, if you work more than like 4 hours a week, you're not going to apply.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I get it at minimum 16 hours a week.
Again, it's California. I would say varies state to state, but I'm not giving people advice on how to cheat the system, YouTube. I'm not. That's a crime. And it does vary state by state.
I make enough money to pay my bills and stuff, but free healthcare would be nice.
Yeah.
It would help.
No, but seriously, I had a friend who only made $400 a month, and she couldn't even apply. They were
oh
like,
my god.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. They were like, yeah, you make $400 a month. That's you know, here's the Obamacare pamphlet on how you have to pay $300 for insurance. And it's like, I make $400 a month. They're like, yeah, so you can afford $300 insurance. It's like, I don't logic.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have to head off now so I can start getting ready for work.
Oh,
okay. Have fun. Love you.
I love
Take
you
care.
too. Bye.
Have fun saving people, being a nurse and stuff.
Bye, Sky.
Bye.
Love you.
Money.
Speaking of work, I have work at 12 a.m. tonight.
Can I ask, what do you do?
I work at Nancy's Nook. Oh wait, you don't know what that is. I work at
adult store.
Yeah, an adult store.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I sell penises. I
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I applied to one near my house because I'm like, fuck, I'm awake at night.
Yeah, no, because my shift lasts from 12 a.m. to 8 a.m.
That's not bad. That's a good shift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a
It's
good
usually
shift.
pretty quiet too, so I don't have to worry about it.
When do you sleep?
During the
What is?
day.
No, normally I go to bed when I get off work, which is around. I usually get home around 8:30ish, 9. So I usually go to bed around 9. Today though, I had to wake up early so I can make sure I could make this.
Sorry, I woke you up.
That's not your fault. I just know that if I don't get up anyways, I'm gonna sleep the rest of the day.
I've been in that mood.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that sleep really long.
No, I am too. If I'm left to my own devices, I will sleep for 12 straight hours.
Same.
I usually only sleep for about 7.
No, I'll sleep for long too.
Unless I have to open in the morning, in which case I'll go to bed at like 9 or 10. And then get up at 4 in the morning.
Late I stay up at night is how long I sleep. I was up until 4 a.m. this morning.
Why?
God, I get to have one more day of work tomorrow, and then I get Monday and Tuesday off.
I was trying to
I work tonight.
catch a live stream.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I work tonight and tomorrow night, and then I have the rest of the week off.
This week has just been a week of hell at work. It's been so much goddamn drama.
Can you talk about it or no? I'm saying, do you want to talk about it? Like, if you can talk about it, you can talk about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, no one knows, and I won't say names or anything, but basically, there's this manager and this other coworker of mine, who are they were on again, off again friends, but this most recent spat has had the coworker telling the manager's parents, who, by the way, this manager is like freshly turned 18 and was dating a 26-year-old when she was 17.
Ew.
Oh god.
And so the coworker like dropped off a note in the manager's parents' like mailbox.
Wait, what?
That telling them about the fact that she was still dating this 26-year-old, because there was an incident when she was still 17 where she spent a couple nights at the 26-year-old's house, and the parents didn't know about it, and they tried to get him for kidnapping her.
What's the age of consent in your state?
The age of consent is 16, but it was still like she's still a minor, so she can't we can still get you for it since you're like 26.
Yeah.
So and so she's always been like, oh, they don't like him just because he's a stoner. I'm like, are you sure they don't like him because he's 26?
He's a stoner too? Jesus Christ. Okay, I got nothing against weed. Some of my closest friends are potheads. But there's a difference between like someone who just enjoys weed every now and then a person who has to like smoke weed every single day to like function.
Oh yeah, no. You know when this guy is in the store because he just reeks of it. I'm just like,
So what's really funny is, remember the adventures of fake trans guy?
Oh.
Logging out, logging in.
So
I do remember.
Okay, so that was one thing that fake trans guy's partner's parents would always say. They're like, my parents just don't understand them. And it's like, well, maybe it's because, they're 27, don't have a job, don't go to school, do drugs all the time, and cheat on you all the time. I mean, just throwing it out there.
God,
I probably wouldn't like the partner either. Yeah, sorry, keep going.
Yeah, so, this manager, since she turned 18, was basically living with him again, but since she's 18 now, it is legal and they can't do shit about it. And so, so this coworker and her had been having a spat for quite a while because both of them catty young bitches. And so the coworker dropped off a note in the manager's mailbox saying, hey, she's still seeing this 26-year-old and is basically living with him. And so, my coworker, and I can say his name because he has nothing to do with the situation, he's been taking me places a lot lately because just so much fucking stress.
Yeah.
But, like, he also is in charge of giving this manager and her 26-year-old boyfriend rides to and from work because they also don't have a car. So, like, we picked them up the other night, and we were like, oh, we should go say hi to the coworker because we're still pretty decent friends with her. But as soon as we got out of the car, she was like, if you go in there and talk to that C word, I am going to fight you. And I'm like, okay, let's get back in the car.
Yeah,
I'm just like, oh,
I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, you definitely don't need that stuff.
I'm like, oh god.
I hate drama. It's why I left.
And then as soon as she got in the car, she was like, so how was your day? And I'm like, oh. I went to Bath and Body Works.
Hey, but like you said, now your room smells great.
Now my room smells great, and I smell like a fresh spring day. Because I also got perfume. I'm a man, I swear.
I mean, you can like feminine things and be a dude. It doesn't really matter.
I know, but the fact that I'm a soft boy but also trans, people don't take me seriously very often. It makes me upset.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Eh,
But hey,
I'm used to it.
You just gotta tell him to suck it. What the fuck?
Yee.
God, I hate drama so much.
I hate stupid drama. Like, this sounds really dumb, but like, and by stupid drama, I mean like drama that very much can be avoidable if the person stopped being an idiot.
Yes.
It sounds really mean, but like I can't think of it any other way. Like someone will be like, "Oh my god, can you believe it?" I'm like, "Oh well, have you talked to them to try to talk this out?" Like the 27-year-old that you are. Well, no, and I'm like, okay, well then, whose fault is that?
It's like, why can't we sit down and have a conversation about our problems like adults instead of constantly backstabbing each other like children?
See,
I don't understand.
I don't like drama that stems from people who refuse to understand what's going on and believe that everything they think is right.
Yeah.
That's the exact reason why I left my entire family behind when I moved here.
I mean, hey, if that's the case, then that's what you have to do. Like, it's funny, a lot of people were surprised that, like, Cody and I are like that, because we're like, hey, I the, like, blood is thicker than water thing, and I'm like, yeah, but if your family is toxic and hurts you, then you don't need them in your life. Because, like, perfect example, one of my really, really good friends, oh, fuck, the stream cut out, god damn it.
Cut out really badly there.
Oh, fuck. Hello, am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, that was weird. Well, I was saying, that's one really good friend of mine. Their family has done terrible shit to him. I won't go into it, but they kind of made him be fucking homeless at a young age because they remarried and was like, oh, I remarried now and my new partner doesn't like you, so I know I'm your parent, but you gotta live with other relatives now in another state because my new life doesn't like you. Yeah.
Oh,
and then when they move back here and they like move in with their partner and they're super happy, their parents all like, well, wait, why didn't you ask my permission first? Because I'm your parent, and I'm like, bitch.
That's a little thing to ask permission to marry someone.
Like, I never understood that was something that was so funny. Like, I mean, Cody told my dad, but he didn't ask my dad. Like, because we've also been together for, at that point, 8 years. So, but like, something happened with my friend. My friend got engaged, and I guess her family like threw a huge hissy fit about it because they were like, your partner didn't do the proper thing and come ask me for permission for you to get engaged. And it's like, you kicked your child out because your new partner is a bitch. You made your child be homeless at a young age by choice, and you are angry that they did not ask you permission to be a part of their life. Does not logic to me. No logic there.
See, with the whole thing about being kicked out and being homeless, sometimes I wonder if my parents ever questioned why I never contact them, because it's just the simple thought of, I don't know, maybe because you literally dropped me off at a homeless shelter?
Yeah, that would do it.
No, thank you.
Oh, shit, I wonder, okay, this is random, but I wonder if my bad internet's due to the fires.
Huh?
Wait, what?
The California fires right now?
Yeah, what about them?
I guess.
Oh, there's more fires?
Oh, yeah, there's this really, really bad one right now. I mean, I'm not surprised. My state's always on fire. But,
this state is on fire!
I guess I'm in a zone to be, like, under really, really bad smoke damage. We're nowhere near the fire zone. But they're like, yeah, if you live within this general area, which my apartment's right smack dab in the middle, they're like, oh yeah, close your windows and don't be outside. I should close my windows. Shit.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Oh wait, the stream will be done soon, so I'll be fine. Oof.
The smoke is like radioactive.
Radioactive smoke. I wouldn't be. The smoke's making everyone gay.
The gays.
Grandma, I already am.
Yep. The California,
Isn't that just
the California. They're making everyone hipsters and everyone gay. That's how it works.
Maybe that's why it's flaming.
Ah!
Bad.
Fuck. Oh my god, Pyth, I agree with this. The Purge, but instead of killing for 24 hours, we get to talk to customers the way they talk to us.
What?
God.
So far, I haven't had any problems at my job, so.
It is a little different at a sex shop. Like, I've noticed people are nicer there because it's like, you know what you're going in here for.
Yeah.
You're gonna shove something in somewhere, and we're all just gonna get along nicely.
Yeah.
Listen, listen. It's like, listen, you don't know that I work here, and you don't know that I'm buying what I think you're buying. To shove up where I think you're going to shove it up.
That's like, okay, I have a really funny story time that I should hopefully get done before the stream is supposed to end. Unless my head cuts out again. So, when my friend went to get her first tattoo, this didn't have to be, it's happened to my friend. Her name's Lana, I feel fine saying her name, because this wasn't, she's the one who witnessed this. So Lana was getting her first tattoo, and she says that she was waiting for, like, her artist to open up, because she had an appointment, and this lady in a business suit came in. She filled out some paper, and they took her to a back room. And she was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Oh, she must be getting a piercing or something. Because they didn't hear any machines going on. So she's waiting and waiting and waiting. And then about like 15-ish minutes later, the business lady comes back out. And she's still dressed very nicely, very, professional. And my friend was like, oh, what'd you get done? And she was like, oh, I got my vagina pierced. And my friend was just like, what? She's like, yeah, it's weird, I don't feel it. And then she moved a little bit, she's like, now I feel it, and then left. And my friend was like, that was how I got my first tattoo. That was the experience. Because right after that, the artist was like, oh, okay, Lana, you're next.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never had experiences like that at my work. See, I like my work though, because on our wall there's a sign close to the front door and right there next to where the cash register is that simply states, yeah, we have the right to refuse anyone. And at my work, we have nothing about rules saying that we can't talk to the customers how we want. So if someone pisses me off, I can let them know.
Yay!
That's good.
I wish there was a sex shop in my town that I could apply to, but my town is very conservative.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, hey. I'm sure there is one, because I shit you not, in California, every sex store I've ever found is right next door or across the street from a Christian bookstore. I'm not even kidding. Specifically, either a Christian bookstore or a Christian pawn shop. I remember because I'm like, what's the difference between Christian pawning and just normal pawning? But it's a
Let it
thing.
go to God.
Like, next time I find the sex store, I'll take a picture, because you guys will see what I'm talking about. It's like this normal, like, black windowed shop, and then, like, right across the street or right next door is just Lord and Savior books. or Reborn books. Or just Christian pawn shop, that's what one of them is called.
I've seen both Christian pawn shops and Christian bookstores in the state I live in, but I've not really looked like across from anywhere else because, like, I don't know, for some reason my eyes tend to glance over sex shops. Maybe it's just because I draw furry art for a living, but
well, no, it's chances are it's just one of those things where it's like it's there, but you never really notice because they always have like a hiding in plain sight kind of thing, and some of them have really funny names. Like there was one really big one out in my state called the Toy Box, and as a kid, I thought it was a toy store.
Oh no.
I mean, you're
I
technically
did.
not
I
wrong.
did, and they had a big billboard that would be like, "Come to the toy box," and I'd be like, "Mom, let's go to the toy box." My mom's like, "No." And then as an adult, I went to the toy box, and I'm like, "Oh, this is why."
There's a sex shop here called Peaches and Cream, and when I was younger, I always thought it was a yogurt shop.
See
But
what
no,
I'm talking about? Like, okay, let me see. What? You live in Ohio, right?
Yeah, I live in Ohio.
Sex shop. Let's see how many there are. Apparently they're in Canton. There's 5. In Pittsburgh, there's 2. In Columbus, there's 8.
There's 8 in Columbus. Holy shit!
That's what it says on Google. In Dayton, there's 1.
There's one in. I'm willing to bet it's Adam and Eve.
Hey, it is Adam and Eve. You were right.
Yeah, I pass by there a lot. You know, when I was a wee youngin', I thought Adam and Eve was a Christian store.
I did too. No, I legit did. I was like, oh, it must be a Christian store.
And I was like, you know, my parents never took me there because, you know, they're not Christians. So I'm like, oh, it's probably just a Christian store. And then one day on the radio, they were advertising it because my parents listened to a rock station, which let's just say for context that when I was in preschool, when other children were singing nursery rhymes, I would sing "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Oh, I'm a baby. Oh, I'm old.
I'm only 21 as well.
I am old.
For me, Dimitri, I'm 17.
I know that. I know that Rosie and Pike are the babies, but I'm just old. Shit, I'm turning 20.
I found that comment so funny. It's like, I forgot you were 17.
Can't beat me.
I am turning 26 this month. Fuck.
That's not old.
I turned 16 in March.
Listen. My ID says I'm 21, but my joints say I'm retired.
I mean, same.
That was great. Alright. I gotta go, guys. So with that, we'll end the stream here.
Okay.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. But I do have a lot of stuff to do. We will do our other Patreon stream on the 27th, I think I put. Let me check.
The 27th.
I believe 27. Go up. No.
24th.
24th. Okay. Thank you all for coming. I had a blast. I love you all. Snatches. Bye.
Bye.